to Durant. Here is Durant moving on Tucker. He turns, he shoots. Yes!
Kevin Durant, what NBA legends think of the Brooklyn Nets star. Kevin Durant has a rather confusing legacy he will leave after he retires from the game. On one hand, he's clearly one of the best players of his generation and of all time. His deadly accurate pull-up jumpers and ability to score on all three levels propelled him to the top of many people's list skill-wise. And he also has the individual accolades to back it up. Multiple scoring titles, 1 MVP award, and 2 Finals MVPs. However, he also has a reputation for being a snake. Whether that reputation he has is deserved is a question for another video. Him leaving the Oklahoma City Thunder for the 73-9 Golden State Warriors that eliminated them left a sour taste in a lot of people's mouths. Many discredit his 2 rings with the Warriors, saying they were unearned and calling him fraud or something. So, what do the legends think about Kevin Durant and his actions? Let's find out today. But before we continue, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel for more interesting videos. First off, the whole super teams thing. Durant is a smart man, and he knows he can't win alone in today's NBA. That's why he's always orchestrated moves to create teams with multiple superstars in order to contend. His decision to leave OKC for Golden State, for him, was one born of necessity. An important step if he wants to achieve his goal of being the best. This was also the same idea he had when teaming up with Kyrie Irving and eventually James Harden in Brook. But for fans and some legends, this personal decision of his is disingenuous to the competitive integrity of the game and lambasted him for it. For starters, following Durant's infamous My Next Chapter article announcing his move to Golden State, Reggie Miller wrote a narrative piece for Bleacher Report titled, "Kevin Durant Traded a Sacred Legacy for Cheap Jewelry." The content was actually mild. It wasn't a complete roast of KD's decision, and Reggie said that he understood Durant's understanding. Owners turn their backs on players all the time, so as a player, you have to do what's right in your heart. I get that 100%. But his point was that winning with your day one team hits a lot different than moving to other teams. But to me, a king should never leave his kingdom. He closed his article with that statement. On the other hand, Charles Barkley has shown no mercy in lambasting Durant's decisions to build super teams. He blasted Durant's decision to go to the Warriors, saying, "But it won't be the same as leading your team, where you're the bus driver instead of the bus rider." He then reiterated the bus driver-rider analogy when talking about KD's move to Brooklyn, saying, "To be on my Mount Rushmore, you have to be a bus driver. You have to be that key guy on your team." There's no wonder that Durant isn't too happy with Chuck, as he was pointedly short with him during a recent interview on Inside the NBA. Others have taken short stabs against KD, such as Scottie Pippen, who said that he needs to learn how to utilize his teams. He has to learn how to set up his teammates to be better. That's it. This was after Durant's juggernaut performance in Game 7 of the 2021 East Conference Semis, where Durant went off for 49 points and very nearly sent Brooklyn to the ECF, if not for his big-ass feet. He repeatedly insinuated that Durant didn't play team basketball during that game, even comparing him to LeBron, who he said was a true team player. Of course, KD retaliated in classic KD fashion, airing out his opinion on Twitter. He called out Pippen's hypocrisy by pointing out Pippen throwing a fit when their coach drew up a play for Tony Kukoc, breaking the team play he was preaching about. Still, others are just plain confused about what's going on with KD. Magic Johnson was one of these people, saying that, "KD, I hope that he finds happiness. If you can't find happiness at Golden State, where are you going to find it at?" Frankly speaking, no one knows what makes KD happy. Clearly, he isn't just driven by titles or fame. He enjoys good basketball, and he'll leave a team if he feels that he isn't playing good basketball there. That's just how KD works, I suppose. Well, despite all the negativity surrounding his offseason decisions, one thing is commonly agreed upon by the legends of the game. Kevin Wayne Durant is fucking amazing at basketball. It's easy to forget considering his recent performances in the playoffs, but Durant missed the entirety of the 2019-2020 season to rehabilitate an Achilles injury. If you're not aware, an Achilles injury is one of the most damning injuries a basketball player can experience. It's easy to repair the injury, of course, but the recovery to the player's former performance has never been easy. Rudy Gay, DeMarcus Cousins, and the late Kobe Bryant all suffered Achilles injuries that hindered their athleticism and made them a shell of their former selves. But Kevin Durant, science and history be damned, came back like he never left, carrying Brooklyn throughout the playoffs while missing either Kyrie, Harden, or both at the same time. After his playoff performance, Magic compared KD to the likes of Michael Jordan and Kobe. It reminded me of Michael Jordan against the Celtics when he, MJ, got 60 and they lost. That same type of performance, and everybody said, uh-oh, it's getting to be Michael Jordan's league. LeBron James, on the other hand, simply tweeted out, "Greatness. Appreciate it while you can, people. #KD." Other former legends have chimed in before to speak about KD's greatness. Bryant himself called Durant one of his hardest matchups, saying, "That was the one that I retired without really being able to figure out what it is, how I can stop him." He goes on to point out KD's prior weakness and how he covered for those weaknesses until Bryant couldn't exploit them anymore. From one unguardable scorer to another, that's high praise. Some more high praise came from the leader of one of the best defensive teams of all time. In an interview in 2018, Isaiah Thomas of the Bad Boy Pistons said that KD would probably be the player that would give them fits if they played in the current era. We wouldn't really have a matchup for KD. Although John Sally and Dennis Rodman were very athletic, his ball handling skills out of the perimeter would give him a really huge advantage against Rodman and Sally. It just goes to show how otherworldly Durant's talents are, that one of the best defenses of their era wouldn't be able to contain KD. Finally, after Durant's first championship win in 2017, Allen Iverson said about Durant, "I love his mama. I love everything he stands for. That's the only reason I was going for Golden State. I wanted Durant to feel what I never got the chance to feel." Love him or hate him, Kevin Durant is undeniably one of the best players to ever grace the NBA hardwood. Personally, I feel that his legacy cannot be overwritten or destroyed, since it never was tarnished in the first place. As Reggie Miller reflected on 3 years after KD joined the Warriors, he made a business decision, and it is a business, people. Durant wanted what he thought was best for him, not for the league, and I respect that. At the end of the day, I guess all I can say is follow LeBron's advice and appreciate Durant's greatness while we still can. That will be all from this one, folks. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to our channel. Let us know what your thoughts are by leaving a comment down below as well. We will see you again soon with something new, so you can click that bell icon to get notified in the future. Till then, see ya.